We're back talking about Denims today. That's right, Denims, the largest female political streamer on Twitch, and also completely unhinged left-wing person. We're talking about her once again because of Ethan Klein from H3H3 Productions' lawsuit. If you don't know what that's about, there should be a card in the top right of this video taking you to my original video explaining it. But the gist is, Ethan Klein posted his video, The Content Nuke on Hassan Piker, and Denims and a couple other streamers, Frogan and Caseytron, all reacted to it on stream in a way that Ethan Klein didn't feel met the fair use standards, and now he's suing Denims and the rest of them for copyright infringement. That's right, Ethan Klein is doing it again. But unfortunately for Denims, she's trying to raise a lot of her money from GoFundMe in order to fund the lawsuit. As we all know, lawsuits are incredibly expensive. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the $100,000 that she's asking for here isn't even enough for her actual lawsuit. I honestly think she's probably gonna need $200,000 or $300,000, depending on how long this goes and if there ends up being a settlement or not. And unfortunately for Denims, this GoFundMe has basically stalled out. I mean, she raised $40,000, that's no small potatoes, but it's nowhere near how much she's gonna need. And it seems like Denims has chosen a very interesting route on how she's going to get the money that she needs in order to try and fight Ethan Klein's lawsuit. That's right, Denims made this post the other day, getting sued for copyright infringement, so time to S it up, I guess, LOL. And then you may note that in this photo on the left here, she's holding up a document that has a picture of a certain German dictator from the 1940s, whose name YouTube doesn't like, so I can't say it. Now, once you get past the optics of somebody like Denims holding up this picture, when she's a left-wing political streamer who's currently being sued by a Jewish YouTuber who she has criticized immensely over the past couple of years, so I do think there's a little bit of irony in her holding up a picture of the 1940s dictator of Germany, but hey, maybe she's just not good with optics. Anyway, what she said is actually this is a page from the Ethan Klein lawsuit. That's right, she says down here, yes, that is a real page from the filing, by the way. She then goes on to say, for those not in the know, Ethan Klein has filed a frivolous lawsuit against me, alleging that I ripped off his video. I have retained a lawyer and am going to fight against his baseless attempt to silence me. Now, this is interesting because it means that she actually still believes that the lawsuit is frivolous. I believe that the lawsuit that Ethan Klein has filed is not just not frivolous, I think that it's incredibly dangerous for Denims. And I mean, I'm no lawyer, right? But the way that I see it is when you have a fair use defense, which is almost certainly what Denims is going to claim in this lawsuit, that's an affirmative defense. You have to go to court and fight and prove that your use of their copyrighted material fits into the fair use guidelines, which is a problem that Denims is going to have a hard time overcoming because Ethan Klein alleges that Denims made statements on video, by the way, that people can watch her stream instead of watching his original video, which means that she's going to fall afoul of at least one of the parts of fair use, making it much harder for her to actually get a fair use claim through, because her reaction to Ethan Klein's video does in fact serve as a full market replacement for his video, which is what she admitted in that statement and something that's going to be a real problem for her at court. So I do think that it's definitely not frivolous. There is a chance that she wins, right? With any type of this lawsuit, it all comes down to how the judge interprets fair use. So there is a potential that Denims actually wins this, but I do think that the overwhelming odds right now, from the information that we have already, now other stuff could come out in the future that changes this, it looks like Ethan Klein has kind of a slam dunk case here. So I don't know why she's still calling it frivolous. And honestly, the fact that she's calling it frivolous probably isn't good for her fundraising efforts because it makes it sound less serious. I feel like she should probably say that it's more serious, especially if she has to resort to this to try to get more people to give her money so that she can actually defend from Ethan Klein's lawsuit. But hey, who am I to judge? I may not be a lawyer, but I'm also certainly not a PR consultant. So Denims, interesting strategy you've got here. Can't say I'm not looking forward to where it goes. Not sure if it's gonna work, but good on you for trying, I guess. What do you guys think? Do you think that Denims was smart to resort to posting these kind of pictures in order to try to raise awareness for the lawsuit? Or is she just debasing herself for no reason in order to fight a lawsuit that she's almost certainly going to lose? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. Remember to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and God bless you.